In this video, what we're going to be talking about is a new dividend growth stock that I just added into my dividend portfolio. It was not currently one of my holdings. If you go see, or if you've watched my past videos, you will notice that my holdings were about 24 holdings. Now I have 25, and that is because I just added a brand new stock into my consumer in stores slice, and that stock is Costco, ticker COST. This stock has a lot of upside potential in my personal opinion. We'll go over why I like this stock, why I decided to give it a 20% target in this slice, and bring down my all-tier group holding to open up positions for Costco, why I see potential looking at their competition, price targets, different things like that on Costco stock. But before I go any further in the video, I said if you enjoy it, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and you subscribe. You turn on post notifications for videos coming out every other day. You know how it goes. Thank you again. Check out M1 Finance. You can go check out my entire portfolio if you want to, using the link in description or the comments below. It'll be the pinned comment. You can also check out both of those and use M1 Finance. Sign up, deposit $100, and you will get $50 free. You and me both. Free money. It's amazing stuff. $50, just like that. But enough of that talk. Let's get into this video. So we will be talking about Costco. What we can see is that literally just yesterday alone, Costco was up 6.5%. Now this stock made insane moves because they recently crushed earnings. What we can see is Costco beat estimated earnings by 13%, reporting an earnings per share of $2.97 per share versus the estimate of $2.63 per share. That's huge. Their net income was $1.324 million, which is $1.32 billion. Okay, that's huge compared to $1.1 billion, $1.16 billion last year. That's a huge increase. This company is making incredible returns on their money, expanding and making more and more money over time. Now, I like the way that this company operates more so than like Walmart or Target. We'll look for a few different metrics on why I like Costco more than these companies. And I see a better future for them over the long term because this portfolio is more of a long-term portfolio. I don't plan on buying Costco today and selling it in the middle of 2022 or selling it at the end of 2022. Probably not even 2023, 2024. These are all buy and hold and let Costco bring up my yield on cost. Now, looking at some key statistics for Costco stock, they have a PE ratio forward of 42.56. Now, this is pretty high, actually, but that is a forward PE, and their trailing 12 months PE is 49.58, which kind of shows, hey, we have a better forward outlook and a forecast on this company, on their earnings to their price, giving it a better future valuation than its current valuation, which is kind of really good stuff to see on the stock. They pay out $3.16 per share in dividends, which sounds like a lot, but whenever you have a stock that's $558, it's really not that much. They have a dividend yield of 0.6% and a market cap of $234.22 billion. Over the past year, the stock is up 40%, and over the past 5 years is up 250%. That's huge growth. Now, looking on Costco's kind of valuation to their competition, with their trailing 12 months PE of 49.5, looking at Walmart, 49.6. So they're very, very similar in the same range of being valued. BJ's Wholesale, they have a lot better price to earnings ratio, but I believe that the Costco business model just kind of has more potential in the brand name for Costco. It's an intangible asset that leads them to very, very solid and a very, very great future ahead of them. Now, a lot of people would also come to argue that Amazon is some of Costco's competition, which they are. And Amazon, it's a little bit different, but they have a PE ratio of 67.4. So looking at Costco, they're not like insanely overvalued, but they're not super undervalued at the moment. I would say right now they're more overvalued than undervalued. And the whole market kind of is right now, so you're not going to be getting the best deals on a lot of stocks at the current moment, especially the really good ones, which Costco is a very good stock with a huge upside potential and a great future ahead of them. And so these companies, the market is kind of priced in these great assets and these great companies into the overvalued of the whole market. But looking at these dividend grades, they have incredible grades. Consistency B+, growth in A, and a safety A+. Now the yield is an F, but that's just because it's a low yield. It's 0.6%. It's not anything special. But when it comes to investing in these types of stocks, you aim to buy in at a low yield and have the stock price rise. And as the stock price rises, so will your yield on cost. And that is what truly matters. Is you want your yield on cost to be as high as possible. That's how people like Warren Buffett double their money every 2 years in dividends from stocks like Coca-Cola, because you buy low and you don't sell, and then your dividend yield on cost just stacks up, and your portfolio is printing cash like crazy. Now, looking on simply Wall Street, this is giving Costco a fair value of $650.77, saying it's 19.4% undervalued. But this was at a $524 price. It still has not priced in the huge jump that it made today. So when I did the actual math of $558 a share that it's currently at, it's still about 16.45% upside on the stock, which is incredible. That's a huge, huge factor on buying this stock. Now, to look at Costco compared to the whole market and different valuations like that, just looking at Morningstar and its kind of historical trends, we can see that its PE ratio currently is 46.52. The 5-year average PE on Costco is 33, pretty much 34. The index is 23. Now, I want to say the actual S&P 500 is like 38 right now. It's like the highest ever. It's very overvalued and it's kind of like bubbled up. And it kind of had that domino effect onto Costco. But historically, it is more overvalued than it has ever been. But it's proving that, hey, maybe it should be this overvalued, and that this overvalue is truly its fair value. By crushing earnings like we looked at earlier by 13%, that's huge. Okay, this company is proving that they are one of the best companies in the world with huge upside potential. Looking on some more things, analysts are raising their price targets. You can just see right here. This analyst raised their price target to $560 to an outperform rating. Boosted this one from 560 to 510. That was a Morgan Stanley analyst. Raised the price target from 540 to 550. They believe that Costco remains well positioned heading into 2022. This is huge. Another person ranged their price target from 550 to 555. So a lot of upside potential on this stock, and analysts are pricing that in. Now, looking on Costco and why I think it's a little bit better than their competition and why I added it into my portfolio rather than like Walmart, Target, anything like that. Because these other stocks like Walmart, Target, I want to say they both have higher yields than Costco. Like they probably have 1, 2, maybe even 3% yield. So you can even look at Kroger. Okay, Kroger's got a good dividend stock yield. But what we'll see right here is here's a little bit of Costco's earnings reports. For the 12-week quarter ended November 21st, 2021, the company reported net sales of $49.42 billion, which is a 16.7% increase from last year. The 13 weeks ended, so pretty much the same period, but plus one more week, they made an extra $5 billion in just that period, okay, an increase of 16.8%. They're just making money. $5 billion in net sales a week. That's insane. That's absurd. That's so much money. And so how do you take advantage of that? You invest in these companies and you let them pay you that money. And as they have a very low payout ratio, as we saw earlier, of just 25.65% paying these dividends on a quarterly basis, they definitely have the potential to increase this company and scale up, which we'll talk about in a second, and also to increase the payouts to their shareholders, which we'd like to see. But let's talk about this. This right here says Costco currently operates 824 warehouses. This was, I believe, reported December 1st, okay? We go to December 9th. So this is 824. You go to December 9th, operating 828. So they're already scaling up. That's huge stuff. What's really important to see is they are not, I know that it's a little bit different because Costco is like a wholesale bulk selling company when it comes to selling groceries and products like that. And these buildings are very big, but so are Walmart, so are Target's. Target currently operates 1,926 stores in the U.S. alone. This is 820 stores internationally, worldwide. Okay, looking on a company like Walmart, They have 10,566 retail units. So the upside potential for Costco to fill in that gap, relatively speaking, is there. And I really do believe that Costco's management and the business model, long term, can definitely outplay it. Especially with people kind of starting to, I just want to say, like, since COVID happened, I feel like a lot of people have started to become more financially aware of their lives. And they kind of are trying to penny pinch, I guess you could say, more so than people used to do. As in, well, you go to Costco, you buy in bulk, you will be saving money. And also, a lot of people are feared of COVID and they don't want to be going to the store all the time, interacting with other people. And so, what do? They go to the store less. And if you go to the store less, you can go to a store like Costco and buy all these products in bulk. And you get a loyal customer base with Costco because the memberships and different like that. And I know when I go to Costco, like, I always find something new. Costco's a great store. I love the store. And if I like the store and I like the company and I can see a good investment point on buying the company, which I do in Costco, I'm going to take advantage of that opportunity, which is what I did. But everybody, that is what I have for you in this video on Costco stock, one of my new favorite dividend growth stocks. So if you did enjoy this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and you subscribe. You turn on those post notifications for videos coming out every other day. You know the drill. Thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. Check out my links in the description below if you want to check out my portfolio. Go analyze that. Go look at it. It's 100% free to look at. And if you want to use M1 Finance, use that link, deposit $100, and then you and me both will be getting $50 free. You can take it out and put it in your bank account, or you can invest with it, do whatever you'd like to do with it. And just again, thank you for making it to the end of this video, and I will see you at the next one.